All right, switching gears, we've got to talk about the weather because of Tropical Storm Barry and its impact on us this week.
Barry has
The
been
remnants of, I should say.
Yeah, so at 4 o'clock, the update that came from the National Hurricane Center, it has lost its tropical characteristics. So the naming has to do with some of the components, or essentially the inner workings of a storm system. So it's no longer considered a tropical depression. It's considered a remnant low. It doesn't really matter to you or me what we call it. What matters is that it's still impacting us, and it will continue to impact us for the next few days. So Barry now a remnant low. Our main threat remains heavy rain, the heaviest yet to come. The lower threat, it's not zero, but it's lower, is the possibility for some gusty wind and a brief isolated tornado. Not impossible. It's not likely, but it's not impossible. These tropical systems, they have so much inherent vorticity or churning within them that sometimes they can spin up quick little brief tornadoes. Rainfall, of course, the main concern. Some folks have been hard hit over the last couple days. These are rainfall totals since Saturday morning. So for the last 3 days, you see 2 big bullseyes, one for areas northeast, one for areas to the south and west, including Wayne and Lawrence County, where some folks have seen upwards of 3 inches already. You add some briefly heavy downpours on top of that, and you start to see that threat for some localized flooding. Widespread flooding not expected, in part because of the nature of the rain. There's a good bit of drier activity across the mid-state right now. And then we have a handful of small showers and storms from this outer rain band that are impacting mainly Cumberland County. Because there's dry spots in between, it's not a wall of water that impacts us all at the same time. That's part of what makes the flooding threat much more localized in nature. So this next rain band, this is the one I'm keeping an eye on. It's pretty much near Jackson, Tennessee right now. This will continue to lift to the northeast as we head into the evening hours tonight. Storm Prediction Center has folks west of 65 in a marginal. That's their lowest, 1 on a category from 1 to 5. This is today. Notice tomorrow. It doesn't move much. That's because Barry, what's left of Barry, is not moving much. It is a painfully slow-moving storm system. And as it continues to sit and spin across Arkansas, it will continue to slingshot moisture our direction and bring at least a low-end threat for some severe weather. Heavy rain, our primary concern, some briefly gusty wind, and as I mentioned, an isolated spin-up, not impossible. Here's a look at how this plays out. Overnight tonight, it will get a little bit of a lull. So drier conditions during the overnight hours tonight. The heaviest rain is expected late Tuesday night and then throughout the morning hours of Wednesday. That's as we'll see a stronger rain band start to work in from the west late Tuesday. This will bring a quick 1 to 2 inches of rain across the area Tuesday through Wednesday, and that would be the greatest time frame to have some concern for flooding, streams, creeks struggling to handle that kind of rainfall. 73 overnight tonight. It is so incredibly oppressive and humid outside. This is tropical. This is Gulf moisture. If you didn't plan a vacation down to the Gulf, you don't have to because the Gulf came to us. 87 tomorrow, even with the rain around. Temperatures stay very warm and humid. Barry's gone by Thursday afternoon, and no rest for the weary. Our heat soars. Heat indices this weekend near triple digits. Stay with us. Lots more on News Channel 5 at 5.